Good morning. Today I am going to discuss about the negative feedback system from anatomy lessons. In my last video I had told you the homeostasis. Homeostasis occurs in two different feedback systems. One is negative feedback system and another is positive feedback system. Negative feedback system is a process in which the set point of the body or any physiological deviation of body is reversed back to its normal condition. For example, if the body temperature reaches its normal set point, it again attains or sets its normal range from the deviation, either from the decreased value or increased value, and this process occurred by negative feedback system. So let's move what I have written here. Here, negative feedback system has three basic components. Through these three basic components, it achieves the negative feedback system. Number one is sensor. Number two is control center, and number two is control center, that is brain. Okay, I have given short description of these three components in my last video also. Sensors are the sensory nerves, okay, or sensory organs like eye, ear, nose. Sensory nerves or sense organs which receives the stimuli or which indicates there is a deviation in the set point. Then they send message to the control center or brain. Okay, after then effector gets the order how to reset the set point. Okay, receptor is also one type of nerves, but this is effector, not sensory one. Okay, so let's move to here. A sensor. What is a sensor? First, a sensor is referred to a receptor, okay, which receives the stimuli. It is a component of feedback system that monitors the physiological value. Sensor always monitors the physiological value or set point, whether it is in proper value or deviates. Okay, that is called as set point. I already discussed set point. Set point is the value of normal range of any physiological activity like glucose range, blood pressure and body temperature, so on. Second one, what is control? Control center is the component of a feedback system that compares the value to normal range. When sensor receives or guard the set point, the control center compares the set point is right or wrong. How it compares? When it receives any signal from the sensor. After normal range deviation or any disturbances, the control center sets it and sends the message to the effector to work according to the according to the order or any information that will reset the disturbing physiological value or deviating physiological value. The effector here. Effector is the component in a feedback system that causes to change, reverse the situation and returns the value to the normal range. Okay, so here I have some uploaded some picture from the Google. Okay, you can also refer to Google. Stimulus means any heat, cold, pain, any sensation from the external sources or maybe from the internal sources received by sensor first. Then the sensor detects, because sensor guards the normal set point, detects whether there is any change or not, and sends the message to the control center, that is brain, and brain again sends message to effector to reset the deviation. Okay, yeah, to reset the deviation, and this cycle is known as negative loop, feedback loop, because negative feedback loop always reverse any deviation, whether it may be increase or decrease. Here I have given an example also. Body temperature, which is 37 degree Celsius, it is equivalent to 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, and in Celsius scale it is 37 degree Celsius. Sensor like nerve cells with ending in the skin and brain. Sensors here, nerve cells of brain and skin ending act as the sensor. It receives the temperature deviation and takes to the temperature regulatory center, that is hypothalamus of the brain. Then what the brain do? It detects the deviation and sends message to the effector. Effector here, sweat glands throughout the body. They start to sweat so that the body becomes cool down, and the normal set point temperature 37 degrees Celsius, which becomes more, maybe 40 degrees Celsius or maybe 39 degrees Celsius. Okay, again come back to 37 degrees Celsius, and this is the negative feedback of body temperature regulation. Okay, because the sweating regulates the normal body temperature when it increase the set point. The similar manner, when there is cold, the sensors or nerve cells receive the signal, sends it to brain or hypothalamus. Here effector organ, what here do? They constrict the blood vessels so that goosebumps occurs and body shivers. As a result, it delivers or produces heat, which maintains the falling down of temperature or regulate the cold of the body. This is also temperature mechanism or negative feedback temperature regulation of the body. Okay. Here what I have discussed, I am going to summarize it. First, homeostasis. Okay, give me a second. One minute. Okay. Yeah. Homeostasis. Homeostasis, that is the balance of the body maintained by two feedback mechanisms. One is negative feedback, and second one is positive feedback. Negative feedback and positive feedback. I have discussed here the negative feedback system. Negative feedback system is the reverse of any physiological mechanism from its set point deviation. Okay, I have given some example also. The example is, the body temperature is 37 degree Celsius. When temperature increases, the body the value increase to 39 degrees Celsius or maybe 40 degree Celsius. At that point, what body does, it it dilates or widen the blood vessels. Okay, blood vessels widen. As a result, blood flow increased. Increased blood flow results sweating, and this sweating cools down the increased body temperature. What happens after this? The 39 degree again reverse to 37 degree, and this 40 degree Celsius again back to 37 degree. Thus, set point has maintained. Okay, that means body regulates its temperature. By which process? That is negative feedback system. It reverts back. Another example is sugar. Okay, blood sugar. When it increases, insulin secretion increases. What happened? The insulin utilized the excess blood sugar into energy and decrease its level to a normal range. After then, the control center instructs reduction of insulin secretion. If insulin secretion continues in increased rate, it leads to hypoglycemia. It decreases the sugar level, and the condition will be fatal. And after decreasing the level of sugar, the body's glucose level or glucose range again comes back to normal range. Okay, this is called negative feedback mechanism. What it leads to? Regulate excess glucose level, okay, or blood glucose level. Okay, this is the negative feedback value. Another thing, the control center is the component feedback system. I have told that the control center is the component in the feedback system that compares the value to the normal range. If the value or set point of the body deviates more from normal range, then control center activates an effector. Control center activates an effector. Okay. Otherwise, in small deviation, effector cannot be activated because it automatically adjusts the set point. Okay. Then effector helps in reverse back to the set point from the deviation. Okay. This is the whole mechanism which is occurred by sensor. Then control center or brain, control center or brain, then to the effector, then normal set point. Okay, normal value or physiological value, you can call it physiological value instead of set point. This is whole mechanism is coming under negative feedback system. Okay. Sorry. Feedback system. Okay. This is all about the negative feedback system. I have already discussed this one. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope it is clear now. Let me show you another picture here. Negative feedback system, I have also uploaded it from Google. You can check it out. Feedback loop for homeostasis of temperature, I already told it. Set point, the body's temperature is 37 degrees Celsius and 38.6, or sometimes it is written as 38.4 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. When it deviates, stimulates, body temperature is above set point. That means it will above 37 degree Celsius. Then what happens? Receptor receives and transfers signal. Where? The control center. Here. The brain activates warming mechanism. This is called as vasodilation. Okay. What happens? Effector blood vessels dilates, person sweats, metabolic rate decreases. Usually some kind of hormone plays a role for this vasodilation. Then skin cools down the body due to the sweating mechanism, and body temperature lowers and regulates this normal temperature, that is 37 degrees Celsius. Okay. I hope it is all clear now. Thank you for watching. Bye.